Alejandro Garnacho, a player that every football fan has noticed latest this season. He's probably one of the most discussed players now, and there's no wonder. Born on the 1st June of 2004, the only 19-year-old has already become one of the most important players of Manchester United, historically one of the most successful and traditional clubs. In today's video, we are going to take a look at his career from the first kick of the ball up until now, and more importantly, we are going to discuss whether Garnacho has the potential to become one of the greatest in the game. Alejandro Garnacho was born in the year 2004 in the capital of Spain, Madrid, to a Spanish father and an Argentinian mother. The first jersey he wore was the jersey of Getafe, where he began his career as a child and played there until 2015, when he was brought into the academy of Atletico Madrid. He spent 5 years at Atletico, where he already was distinguished not only by his talent, but also by his discipline and mentality. He was already back then a tireless winger who was hungry and who wanted to be seen in every match. In 2020, has Gerardo Guzman, Manchester United's new youth scout, who came from Atletico, recommended to buy Garnacho, and he was the key factor who led to a successful signing of the youngster. The transfer fee was only merely €500,000. The beginnings of the then 16-year-old at United weren't easy. He wasn't able to speak English fluently and came in times of the coronavirus pandemic, because of which he had to spend the first 2 weeks locked up in quarantine, and after that he was allowed to train with the youth team, but due to social distance rules it was difficult to get to know his teammates, because contact was strictly limited. Garnacho's parents moved in with him to help him with his adaptation. Garnacho spent the first 2 seasons playing almost entirely for the under-18 and under-23 team. The big breakthrough came on the 11th May of 2022, when United's under-18 squad won the Youth FA Cup after 11 long years, and Garnacho was able to contribute to the 3-1 win against Nottingham Forest with 2 goals and a wonderful performance. His form secured him the Jimmy Murphy Award for United's best young player, and it was impossible for him to not get noticed by the senior team. Shortly after, Ten Hag invited him to the A-squad's training ground, and Garnacho became a full-time member of their squad. 10 days after the FA Cup final, he managed to celebrate his first senior Manchester United appearance, playing 12 minutes of an away loss to Crystal Palace. His sudden rise led Argentina to nominate the 17-year-old into their under-20 squad, and Garnacho didn't hesitate and changed the Spanish jersey, in which he played a few under-18 matches, for the blue and white striped Argentinian jersey. Garnacho spent most of the 22-23 season sitting on the bench, playing here and there merely the whole second half. He managed to score his first goal in the Europa League against Real Sociedad, to which assisted his biggest idol Cristiano Ronaldo himself. Garnacho became a member of the wider squad, but hasn't really played a very important role. The big revolution of his position and importance in the squad came at the beginning of the current season, where he managed to start frequently in the starting 11 for the Premier League, and today he is considered to be one of the most important and best performing players of the whole United squad. He is unquestionably having a great season. He already was able to score 5 times in the Premier League, and his performances secured many valuable points. But is he going to be able to become one of the greatest? Has he got the right thing to perform like his idol and former team player Cristiano Ronaldo? Well, the potential is there. He is one of a few United players that run the whole match and seem to fight for the badge, which has a lot to do with his mentality. But being able to start frequently at Manchester United of today can't be compared to starting for teams like Real Madrid. What does speak in Garnacho's favor is that at 19, many of the players are at risk of taking other things besides football more seriously. Many care too much about their outer appearance or invest too much time into dating. Of what we heard, that's not Garnacho's case. He is 100% dedicated to his sportsman career and has already a son with his partner Eva. Briefly, he probably has the thing to be a really good footballer one day, but he is not yet at the level of Cristiano Ronaldo. There are still signs of immaturity. After great dribbling, he passes too late or doesn't score from 1v1 situations against the goalkeeper. But if we compare his performance to the one of Cristiano at 19, it is quite similar. Most players reach their prime at 24? He still has 5 years to develop and is already starting at the expense of the 100 million signing Anthony. The future looks bright for Garnacho, and we are excited to see what it's going to bring.